actually teaching was not my first career. I owned a business for 12 years and realized that everything I did with that business was pretty much based around kids. And so when my kids started school, I felt like that I needed to spend more time with them, and teaching was the way to go. So they came to Brookhill, and there was a job opening for a PE aide. So I tried that. So while I was doing that, I thought, well, I'll go back to school and finish my degree. So I went back and got my education degree, and I feel like it's just kind of God's plan for me. I teach because of the kids. I feel like if you can make a child feel loved and cared about, that you can inspire them to do all kinds of things. And just always want them to feel like that they're loved and this is an open environment for them. Some of them don't get that everywhere they go. Some of them are here just because that's a comfort zone for them. And I want to inspire them to always do their best to make sure that they're giving their best effort, but not to compare themselves to others. Not everybody's on the same level. And we talk about that, about how, as long as you're doing your best and you're giving it your all, then that's my expectation for you. And I want them to feel like that they're comfortable with that. I love being in here with the kids. I love to see when something hits them, like that aha moment. It's like, oh my gosh, I can do it. And it makes me realize why I'm here. I feel blessed and humbled to be nominated as Teacher of the Year.
I think Miss Duncan was selected because she's a really good teacher. Well, it's kind of obvious she's the best teacher ever. I like being in her class.
She cares about others and she's kind.
Well, she's my safe place at school, and she's a really good teacher.
Miss Duncan, I love you.
Miss Duncan, I love you. I love you, Miss Duncan. You're the best teacher I've ever had.
I chose education because I always loved the school environment as a child. And really, all of that my teachers poured into me. And I know that education is one of the most important jobs that you could ever go into, because you help to form the future. I am most thankful for that I get to come to work, and truly I get to do something that I really love. And I'm just humbled every day when I get to stand in front of them and know that I play just a very small role into all the great things that they're going to do. I try to make those connections with them and really encourage them and inspire them to know that they are special and that they can do anything that they want to do, and anything they want to achieve in life, it's possible and they're capable of doing that. And I want them to remember that second grade was fun, and really carry that on into that learning can be fun, and learning is everywhere, all around the world, and to never stop learning, and to really inspire them to go continue to learn about things that they enjoy, and really try to make a difference within their world. I truly love them and try to make those connections with them as if they were my own child. Once I've had them, that they're my kids for life, and I really mean that. Advice that I would give to new teachers is that just soak in every day and really enjoy your students. Have fun with your students. Also, the connections that you make with your students and the way that you encourage them that may not be on the lesson plan is also so important. So take your role in their life very seriously, but also give yourself grace and know that there's never enough time in the day to finish all that you hope to achieve, but know that tomorrow is always there and that you'll always start over again tomorrow and do the best that you can.
I think Ms. Goff was selected because she loves us, she loves everyone, she's nice to us and all her teacher friends. She loves everyone.
Ms. Goff is special because she always helps out, and that she's very sweet to everyone, and we feel amazing and great because she's always nice.
She listens, she looks at us, she says nice things when we tell her stuff. It's just very fun. I know her, she cares about us. She just makes stuff feel like it's home.
We've always done fun activities because she has all these games that are super cool about learning. I just really liked being her student, and because she's a good teacher. She's just really fun. I was surprised when she got Teacher of the Year. Mrs. Goff, congratulations.
Good job for getting Teacher of the Year, and I think you deserve it.
Mrs. Goff, great job for getting Teacher of the Year. I'm so happy for you.
I think our teachers chose Cindy to be the Teacher of the Year at iAcademy because she truly embodies what it means to be a difference maker. She is such an integral part of our school and our staff, and just really has become a piece of the fabric of what makes us who we are.
Cindy Greenway is one of the most positive, uplifting people that I've ever met. She is always finding the bright spot in our children and within teachers.
She sets the example of what we should all desire to be in the classroom.
Every time I came in Cindy's room, it was always about the students. She was engaged with students, teaching them how to read, how to do math. They were laughing, they were reading books, they were practicing letters and their math skills, they were playing with Eli. It just was such a fun, warm, welcoming environment, and she just made everyone who came in her classroom feel at home and feel like they were accepted and that they could be successful.
Cindy's day involves lots and lots of trips up and down the hall, retrieving kids, especially the littles. They always kind of looked like the Pied Piper coming down the hall with all the little babies behind her. She always had a smile and was always so sweet to them and always made it fun. Kids always want to go to her class. Just her presence. The kids knew that they were safe with her. They were very, very loved.
Eli is a big part of our school. He's nurturing to our children. He knows when you just need an extra fluff by him, an extra love. He's always there. He picks up on the problems that teachers have, the problems that children have, and has been such a positive influence in our school.
She just had an ability to see what they needed and figure out how to meet them where they were. I had one little girl last year at the beginning of the year, and she said right off the bat, she goes, I think I want to be a teacher just like Miss Greenway because she's so sweet and she loves her job. And I said, she does love her job. She's always loved her job, but there's so many children, and I've taught with Cindy for 24 years. I don't think there's a child that she didn't touch that would not remember that smile and that ability to just love on these kids. And she would love on them and teach them and make them work and want to learn. She just had a God-given ability to work with children.
I don't think it can be pinpointed. She's literally the ray of sunshine in the building. She's always there to cry with you, hug you, laugh with you, whatever you need.
She has just a grace about her that not everybody has, and it's so genuine. Cindy is just a precious person, and she is so loved.
I'm proud of her. Oh, she was very sweet and kind. I thought she cared about her students. When I went to Mrs. Greenway, we did math, but we did different games of math, like bingo games of multiplication and division. So I loved Miss Greenway because I always brought her gifts. Plus, when Eli was there, it was so cute. We loved Eli. Every time you see her, you feel happy to see her. Yeah. Miss Greenway, I'm proud of you. Congratulations for being the Teacher of the Year. Congratulations, Miss Greenway.
Congratulations, Mrs. Greenway.
think the best part of being a teacher is just creating a classroom family every year. I mean, it gets you have different students every year, and just getting to know those kids, build those relationships, and knowing that, you know, you are a little family, you know, every single day. And there's, you know, at least once a day I probably get called mom, and so I tell them I'm their school mom. I hope I inspire them, you know, to learn in my classroom, but I hope I also inspire them, you know, to be kind to everyone, because you never know what, you know, anybody's going through. My favorite part of the day would be our morning meeting. We start every day out here on the carpet, and the very first thing we do is we do a morning check-in where we talk about our feelings. And we talk about maybe how our feelings have changed since we, you know, got up in the morning, to how they've changed since we've came in. So we have a big group discussion about that. Then we move into a question of the day. And the question of the day is probably my favorite part of morning meeting, because I learn something new about my kids every single day. And it's also really great because the kids will see and learn something new about their classmates, and then that helps them build their relationships also. And so it can be as simple as what's your favorite snack or what's your favorite animal, but it's nice that I get to learn something new, and then the kids get to see what they have in common with their classmates. I truly love what I do. I really cannot think of another profession that I would rather be in. I love my students. It's the little things, I think, that make me want to get up and come to school. I love planning the lessons, but it's small little moments that you hear and see that really, you know, drive me to get up and, you know, do my best. And in turn, I feel like they do their best for me as well.
DURDEN was chosen as a Teacher of the Year because she always helps us. Like every time, like if we get something right, she cheers us on. Then she's one of the best teachers. She makes stuff fun. She makes learning fun, and like when we're struggling on stuff, she always helps us. And plus, she's beautiful. The most second favorite beautifulest girl after Mom and Dad and Miss McCann. Because she's beautiful. Congratulations, Miss Durden. Congratulations, Mrs. Durden. Congratulations.
Well, it's pretty easy why I became a teacher. When I was going to school out in Little Country, Owens Junior High School, as a first grader, I had the most amazing first grade teacher. Her name was Mrs. Jane South. I knew at that moment in first grade that I was going to be a teacher. As a matter of fact, just outside these library doors is my picture from first grade with my quote that says, "When I grow up, I'm going to be a teacher." To me, it's all about relationships. And at this school, we are a new school to 300 students and families every single year. And their little faces, they come in and they kind of look like they have kindergarten eyes. And it's my job to embrace them and help them get settled and feel like home immediately. And the more love, energy, excitement, happiness, and doing that in a genuine manner, I think that makes the transition much easier for them. I love being one of the first faces that they see in the morning, because who knows what that morning brought for them. And so I want to be a happy face, of sense of presence, calmness, stability. In here, I want lots of hugs and giggles and laughing and comfortable. I want this to be their home away from home. I want this to be their happy place. There's no part of my day that I don't love. My students will remember me as that crazy, wacky, unpredictable library lady that when she still sees me on Friday nights at the football games and I am 17 years old, or I'm at Walmart and I'm 32, and she is still wanting a hug from me, that's how I want my students to remember me.
I think Ms. PRESSNELL was selected because of all her hard work she puts into teaching us new lessons, like the fun things we do, like learning about the library.
She teaches you a lot of life lessons, and she makes it fun while doing that.
Her personality, it's so vibrant, and I love it because I just love it because she's kind, awesome, and a bunch more.
She's really nice, and she always helps out whenever you want her to, and whenever you have problems with your iPad or anything.
She sets up scavenger hunts, and we get to go around the room, find different genres, and we get to sometimes decode things.
Whenever she reads books, she acts out the characters, and it's really fun to be around her.
I know whenever she has plans for us, it's going to be fun and awesome.
Works really hard to take care of us, and I think that's what made her a nominee, and that's how she won. And she's just being herself, and that's all that matters.
Congratulations on getting Teacher of the Year. I'm so glad that you got it.
Ms. PRESSNELL, I think you've earned the spotlight, and keep doing what you're doing because it's working out for you, and I think you've earned it.
Congratulations, Ms. PRESSNELL, on your award. I think that you really deserve it, and you deserve everything coming your way.
Congratulations, Ms. PRESSNELL. We're so glad that you got Teacher of the Year.
We love you.
Ever since I was a little girl, I remember I asked my mom for a whiteboard for Christmas, and when I was in middle school, she hung it on the wall for me, and I would act like all of my favorite teachers, and I vividly remember actually writing with my left hand because my favorite teacher was left-handed, even though I was right-handed. I knew at a young age I always had a calling placed on my life to help others. I remember grading papers for my teachers and just being a tutor to students that needed extra help, and I just know that God placed this calling on my life, and I'm so thankful that I get to carry out my purpose each and every day. My favorite part of the day is when my students are so engaged and collaborating that they don't even know that they're learning. These kiddos achieve such high levels of learning, and when I'm able to get them so engaged and collaborating and loving what they're doing, they achieve so much more without even knowing it. And just the other day, a student wrote on their lab report in his conclusion that his hypothesis was correct, and he was just so shocked that his hypothesis was correct before he even did the experiment, and he said that that was a learning moment for him, and that was completely unfacilitated, and I stepped back and let him explore that on his own. I know that middle school is such a hard transition for students. It's such a hard time in their life. So my goal each and every day is to just help the kids know that they are loved, that they can achieve hard things, and that I'm here to celebrate their successes and celebrate and help them when they fail. So if a student leaves my classroom feeling good about themselves and knowing that they can accomplish hard things, then I feel like I've done my job for the day. I'm just so honored to be able to work at Athens Renaissance with such an amazing staff and administration. All of my students are just so inspired, and it's just a blessing to be able to teach these students each and every day.
She just shows how much she cares about all of us, and every time you see her, she's always smiling. You can tell she really enjoys her job, and she enjoys working with us, and she just puts so much effort in. And so I think that's why she got Teacher of the Year.
She has an amazing way of showing that she cares, and she's always so kind and sweet, and no matter what's wrong with you or if you have a question, you can come talk to her about anything.
She always has a smile on her face. She really does enjoy this job, and she really cares.
Ms. Ridgeway offers fun opportunities.
She's going to go out of her way to help us with whatever we need.
She's smart, she's efficient.
And she really likes to show and express her way of caring for others.
Congratulations for being selected Teacher of the Year.
I'm I'm so proud of you. I love you so much, and this really just shows how much we appreciate you and how much we love you.
Congratulations, we love you.
So I remember in high school, my 12th grade AP English teacher, Miss Pam Moore, we were doing an activity one day in school. She brought me up to her desk and she said, "Philip, I think you would be a great elementary teacher," and just come out of the blue. So she kind of planted that seed that day, and ever since I always thought, you know, what a great opportunity to be a teacher. Growing up, I had some different challenges that I had to go through. And it taught me that, you know, when a student steps in my classroom, we may not understand what they've been through or what they're going through, so it helps me to relate better to them. Students go through things at home, but it may not be their fault. So I think things that I went through in the past helps me to relate to the students and what they're going through now. When they step in this room, you know, I want them to forget all that and just be happy in here and learn as much as they possibly can. You know, I want the students to look back and realize that, you know, things they learned in my class was something they can use with them forever, to build those relationships. And that impact is something, you know, a lifetime impact. My biggest hope for my students is that when they leave my classroom, I want them to believe in themselves. You know, I want them to understand that grades and test scores do not define them. You're going to have days that you struggle. But if you believe in yourself and you have confidence in yourself as a person, I think that will be my biggest inspiration or biggest hope for my students, is that how you treat yourself and how you treat others is extremely important.
Why I think Mr. Jarmon was elected as Teacher of the Year is because the way that he maneuvers.
He's a great teacher. He makes learning fun.
He makes it fun with some of his methods, and he's funny, so he'll make little funny jokes and stuff, and he'll share stories sometimes.
No, if you need help, you're going to get the right amount of help that you need from Mr. Jarmon.
Mr. Jarmon makes learning fun.
He's like one of those cool teachers, and he always does like experiments and stuff like that.
He makes learning so fun that you don't really think you're learning. He's just telling you stuff, and when he tells you it, it goes straight to your brain, it stays in your brain, and you're gonna do good on whatever he gives you because he makes it really good.
I know Mr. Jarmon cares.
He's gonna always stick up for you. He's going to always make sure that you have that support system. If nobody else does, he's always going to be the one to support you. So Mr. Jarmon, I am so proud of you, and I am so happy that you were elected Teacher of the Year. You really deserve it. Keep striving, and love you.
Congrats.
Congratulations, Mr. Jarmon, for getting Teacher of the Year. I'm proud of you. You make learning fun.
Just keep doing what you do, because you're the best at what you do. And just remember to always stay focused, and remember Jamaica has your back.
I got into teaching because I love the English content. I love teaching writing and teaching students how to edit and to do all of those things. I ended up finding a passion just for students and wanting them to learn to reach their potential, and my administration saw that passion in me, and they gave me the AVID elective, and I've been living my best life ever since then. I work with students who have all the potential to go to college, who have all the potential to begin a career after college, and try to show them what I see in them and build their confidence to find their passion in life and to seek a profession or some kind of skilled trade after school. Since I've been teaching the AVID elective, I actually have AVIDized my English class. So one of my favorite things that I do is when I can get my students to share what's going on in their life and then apply it to the lesson, because we all live in our own little microcosms. And so when the students start sharing their varied perspectives, I think that we all grow, not only as individuals and as students and as kind of citizens of the world. One of my strengths, and probably one of my weaknesses too, is I try to mom everybody. I cheer them on. I'm just as likely to cry with them or, to try to help them through a problem. I think my greatest hope is that they are not afraid to chase their goals. If we set a goal in life, sometimes the way we get there is not going to be fun, sometimes it's going to be hard, sometimes the obstacles seem insurmountable, and I just hope that they never give up. Doing AVID, I get the opportunity to teach them, some of them 2 times, some of them 3 times. I've got a student in my class that I've had her for 5 semesters straight. And it has been such an honor to become a part of their lives, and they open their lives up to me, they tell me what they're going through, and I think that that's probably responsible for me getting Teacher of the Year in a lot of ways, because my students help me stay in touch with what's going on in their lives.
I think Miss Willoughby was selected as Teacher of the Year because of how warm and comforting she is and how she makes the AVID program just so warm and comforting. It's definitely a place where anybody, whoever you are, could go and just be yourself.
She really goes out of her way to do nice things and special things for people.
You can always feel safe in her classroom, and if you need anything, you can just ask her. And it's just a really good environment she has.
It's like on the first day of school, you could just hear that she was just like a loving person to any and everybody. And she made that kind of clear with like her rules and stuff. And I love how not only like in her classroom it's her rules, but she lets us like do our input and not just her.
From the perspective of a daughter, like a lot of people have like the thing that who they are at work and then who they are at home. But my mom acts the exact same way she does at home in the classroom. Like there's absolutely no difference. She doesn't try to put on a show or do anything like that or make her seem like a better person. She's just who she is. Most other classrooms, like it's very like strict on like we do this today. Like she takes in like what's going on with us and then she kind of molds the class around it onto like what can best help us to get to where we want to be.
I remember how she's teaching us to not only consider yourself before you speak, but consider others and how they feel around you and maybe what they're going through and not just you. Like, she's like one of those people that always put others before herself, but she always teaches you to put yourself before others at times in certain situations.
In her classroom, you always have something to do, and even if it's like not fun, like if it's a day where you have to go to work or do your work and something, just homework or anything, it still can be a fun day because you get to enjoy the environment in the classroom with the people you have in there.
So congratulations, Mom, on getting Teacher of the Year.
You definitely deserve it with all you do for others, yourself, and around the school.
You're a really big inspiration. I'm glad that you got it, especially because of how you make everything welcoming and comfortable in the classroom. This may only be my first semester, but it feels like it's been so, I feel like I've been here forever.
I love you and you deserve this.
I love you.
Congratulations, Miss Willoughby.